How many people would like it that if your organ failed, you would instantly die? Not many people, hopefully. Organ transplants save around 100,000 lives, 330,000 of those being American lives, every year. Organ transplants are very important in our society because they've been saving so many lives. So, we'll be going over when the first organ transplant was performed, which types of organs can be transplanted, how organ transplants can fail, why they need to happen, and how you can become an organ donor. So, when was the first organ transplant performed? This was the first successful transplant formed. So the first organ transplant performed, I found on Joseph Hillenberg's article, Transplant Living, which was 2019. So Dr. Joseph E. Murray had performed the first successful organ transplant on a set of male twins, Ronald and Richard Herrick. So Richard Herrick was having a kidney failure, so Ronald Herrick stepped up to donate his kidney to his twin brother. The surgery was done in Brigham and Women's Hospital, and Richard Herrick is living nicely now with his new kidney still. So, which organs can be transplanted? With a surgery that takes 2 to 3 hours, you can transplant up to 8 different life-saving organs, 2 of those being pairs. So you can donate a heart, 2 lungs, 2 kidneys, a pancreas, a liver, and intestines. So those are the 8 vital organs that you can transplant, but there are other organs that you can transplant that are not as vital as those 8. I'll name those off for you. Those are the vital organs, as you can see there. The non-vital organs are the cornea, middle ear, some skin, a bone, bone marrow, heart valves, or other connective tissues like tendons and ligaments, things like that. So, how can organ transplants fail? Well, the biggest thing on how organ transplants can fail is a thing called rejection. So rejection happens when your body doesn't accept the foreign substances that are on the new organ called antigens. Things you can do to prevent having an organ rejection is getting the same size organ as you had previously. The doctors will also do tests on the new organ to tell if the antigens will be able to be accepted by your body. You will also be put on different medications to help your body in the acceptance process. So why do organ transplants need to happen? Well, if you were on basically your deathbed in the hospital from an organ that is fatally wounded or infected, you were really in need of an organ transplant. So without transplants, any sick or injured organ would make you die. So with organ transplants, you can save your life by trading organs with another person. How can you become an organ donor? When getting your driver's license, you get the option to be an organ donor. So what that means is if you're in a fatal car accident and you happen to pass away, your organs are tested by doctors, and if they are eligible for transplant, they will be harvested from your body and implanted into the new donor receiver. So the donor will have the surgery to have their new organ removed, and they will recover in about 2 to 3 weeks. When you get your driver's license, if you do happen to become a donor, you will get the donor license on your license plate. Becoming a donor helps lots of people in the United States and all around the world, and it is something that you should consider.